baby. It's cold outside. Wintertime has come. You roll out of bed for snow, you get the snowblower out of the shed or garage or wherever you keep it, hopefully inside, and it won't start. What's the deal? Let's talk about snowblowers and what's probably wrong if your snowblower won't start at the beginning of the season.
No! None of these switches work! Heads up.
You got this beauty here. Doesn't belong to me. It's one of my neighbors. And I'm guessing that the gas in it is bad. So let's see if it works right now. I don't think it does, but let's find out. Alright, so she said she thought she ran out of gas, but when she checked, it still had some in it. So we're going to switch the key on. We're going to turn the choke on. We're going to give it a few presses. This is a simple little 2-stroke. Nothing. Half choke. Nothing. At this point, if you own this thing, you're starting to think, I pulled too many times and it's probably not going to work. Chances are you're right. Let's pull this thing apart and talk about what probably went wrong. As we get into this, it's pretty clean. Everything looks pretty clean. This is a fairly new machine. There's the carburetor right there. The first thing I want to check is make sure all the linkage is connected like you'd want it to be. There's not a lot of linkage on this. It's kind of just on or off. So this is a 2-stroke, so it uses pre-mixed fuel. I'm guessing it was ethanol fuel, which is standard in pretty much every pump. And some of that fuel sat in that carburetor over the winter and separate a little bit. Some of the water can go to the bottom. It can just go bad, and particularly with 2-stroke motor oil in it, it can also go bad. So what we're gonna do is, before I pull off the whole carburetor and undo all the linkage, I think I'm just gonna pop that bowl off the bottom, and this is probably something you can do pretty easily. Pop that bowl off, take a look in there, see if there's anything sloshing around. The thing is, if there's even just a little bit of water in the bottom of that bowl that's separated out from the ethanol gas, that's enough to make it not run, no matter how much you pull it, until that water gets out of there. So let's pull that bowl, whatever. Pull it off and have a look. So that is going to drip gas because that bowl is full. You can see the culprit. Check this out. As you look in here, watch as I slosh some up on the edge. You can see kind of that darker shadow in the bottom corner of the bowl. That is something heavier than gas. It's probably water. That is probably the cause of our unhappiness. We'll go ahead and dump this stuff out, put the bowl back on, fill it back up with gas, new gas. I bet she'll fire right up. Let's find out. So then when you're putting this bowl back on, this is your float. You'll notice inside the bowl, there's kind of a low side and a high side. The high side should go right under the hinge of the bowl, or of the float, so that the float's allowed to go down as far as possible. a little bit of water in your fuel, and that's what shut it down. So, a couple quick things when messing with your carburetor. Unless you bought a rebuild kit, be careful not to mess up any of those seals. There's a seal that goes around this bolt. There's a seal that goes around there. Be careful not to mess either of those up, otherwise you'll just sit and drip gas, and that'll be bad.
What I'm talking about might save your life someday, okay?
Okay, Mr. Mackey, okay.
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 The other thing is, you can see on this and on a lot of snowblowers, this actually has an easy access to that bolt. It wouldn't be too difficult once you get done in the spring to just loosen that bolt, let all the gas drain out, and run the machine until it's dry, and that will help you to avoid this problem in the future. I don't fix lawnmowers and snowblowers professionally, but I've been doing it for quite a few years because, I mean, this is the fix after all. Especially in the last 5 or 10 years as ethanol gas has become more prevalent. If you leave your gas for 3 or 4 months, it will separate. Happened to the dune buggy a couple years ago. I spent so many hours trying to get the dumb thing to run, and it was ethanol fuel that had separated. So, if you can get ethanol free fuel for your yard machines, I'd do that. That's what I do. But if you can't, just make sure you run them dry. Run them all the way dry at the end of the season. That goes for your lawnmower too. Hope that helps you fix something, or at least prevent something from going bad in the future. If you like this video, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. Hopefully it helped you out. Thanks for watching. Let's talk about snowblowers. I'd do that. That's what I do.